Hi, today we are going to make some meatballs. So for the meatballs you need some potatoes, some uh, eggs, some onions, some um, beef and pork meat, some allspice and some white pepper, some breadcrumbs, some salt and a bit of milk. And of course the potatoes is going to be on the side, and then we also have lingonberries and pickles and some gravy. So I will start by chop onions. I will take 2 because this was so small. This recipe is just with 1. So I'm gonna chop this one, and then I'll be back. Hi again. I chose to put the onions in my mixer. I see I had some peeling here. I have to pick out. You just do this, and then you will start blending the breadcrumbs with some milk. So now the milk and the breadcrumbs is in this bowl, and it's gonna set for about 10 minutes. So I'm gonna peel my potatoes that I will have as a side for until this has been a thicker consistency, and I will put in the meat. Now I am I have put the potatoes in my saucepan here and put it on high speed. I just cut the potatoes in half because they were so big. Here I have my milk and breadcrumbs, and here I have my ground beef. So I'm gonna take half of this ground beef and put it here in my bowl. And I also have my onions here that I mixed up, and I'm gonna put it in here as well. And then I'm gonna have my spices and also an egg. So this is allspice, and I also have some white pepper, and I have some salt. Okay, now I have put the meat in, the ground beef, the egg, and also all the spices and the onions. As you can see, now I'm gonna take my wooden spatula here and just mix this all together. And then also you can do it with your hands if you want to. And now I put some allspice in. You don't have to use this. This is just when you make like a Swedish Christmas meatballs, you often use this. It's a staple. It's the taste that you want with the Christmas meatballs. But I used to have this spice also today, but you don't have to. It's just okay with some salt and pepper. I took white pepper. You can have just regular black pepper as well if you want to. Now I took the meat I chose for today was a mixture between pork and beef. You can also have only pork. You can also have only beef. You can have chicken. You can have like a vegetarian or vegan meat. You can have some elk or moose or any game, another meats that you prefer. But I like this one, this mixture, because meatballs get a lot juicier. And yeah, I will be back soon, and I'm gonna keep on mixing this together. Okay, now I have blended the ingredients together. I'm gonna make meatballs, and I want quite small meatballs. I don't want the big meatballs, not like really tiny, but not too big. And take some water on your hands when you make the meatballs, so the bats don't stick on your hands. And yeah, I'll be back soon. Okay, now the meatballs is done. I'm just gonna fry them up in butter in my skillet, and yeah, I will show you. The potatoes is boiling, as you can see, and here I'm gonna put some butter in my meatballs. So I'm just gonna make a voiceover here. I put some butter in my pan and let it set there for some while. As you can see, I took my, I don't know what you call that in English, but that thing, and just took the butter around in the pan. And it should be quite a lot of butter because the meatball is better browning then. You can have a pinch of sugar also in the mixture. I wrote that I meant when I roll them. I wanted to show you first how I roll the meatballs, but I don't have as I don't know what you call that either in English, but the things you put your camera up so you can see better. You don't have to carry your phone or your camera all the time. Stativ in Swedish, stativ. I don't know. Let me know what you call the thing you put your camera up so you don't have to carry it around all the time. So now I'm putting in my meatballs, as you can see, in the pan. Don't put too much or too many inside at the same time because it won't. You have to stir them around a bit. You don't want them to break, so be careful. They are a bit loose also, and yeah, not too many meatballs at the same time. I don't know exactly. I'm talking here when I'm filming, but I don't remember exactly what I said. Just I think I said that what I was saying now. So yeah. So just be gentle with the meatballs and take some meatballs first, and then when you're finished with those, you just take them away, and then you take another batch of the meatballs. I really hope you will try this recipe. It's really nice. All my family liked it when we had this for dinner today. You really have to try it. Here I'm saying that a typical Swedish tradition is the smorgasbord, and that we are using our meatballs often there, also at Midsummer and Easter, and it's almost like the same thing, but other different spices at Christmas. And it's a tradition to have meatballs at Christmas and also in some other holidays. So it's a really Swedish item, the meatballs. I hope you find these meatballs better than IKEA's, and let me know if you think like me, or if you prefer the IKEA meatballs. Yeah, that was what I'm talking about here. It's too loud, so I guess you can't hear what I'm saying now when I'm frying up my meatballs in the pan. Soon I will be ready here, and I will show you how the ending when I'm also making the gravy. and some bouillon cubes, half a bouillon cubes, and just whisk it very nice, so you don't get any lumps. I forgot to show you the beginning of when I made the sauce, but it's just like a gravy. You have cream and milk and all that goodness inside. Yeah, and just the gravy shouldn't be too. Here you can see I put on the bouillon cubes. The gravy shouldn't be too loose and also not too thick. You decide what do you like, what you prefer. Take one of this. I like it some in the middle, in between. So yeah, soon I will show you the results of the meatballs, how I played it up for my family today. I think my potatoes is ready. And here I'm boiling the potatoes, as you can see. Also, take this potato pin to see. Yeah, you are going to keep on watching my foods here, what I'm doing. And keep on doing my gravy. Let's see, it's a bit too loose. I think I had to put a bit more cream inside. Or no, it's too thick. I said too loose? I meant it's too thick. Just pour, whisk until you have the consistency that you like. More of the milk. You don't want it to be too thick or too runny. Just pour, keep on mixing. Like that. Then of course you can have to taste it too. If you want to, you can put some blackcurrant gel inside. No, it's still a bit too thick, I think. And keep on mix it. Let's see, now it's turning up. Okay, then I put it up to a boil, and then I can put my meatballs inside here. Also, if I want to. Meatballs inside. Now I didn't put any salt or pepper or something. I can do that later if I want to. In the end, because my kids don't like it to be too spicy or too much spice. So you can put the spices after if you like. Okay. Now it's a bit too small, this pan, but I think it will do. So I just put the gravy around the meatballs. Be gentle so you don't break the meatballs. Then you can just let them simmer for a while in here, so the taste will be good. Here's the meatballs. I will pour down the heat a bit, and yeah, here they are. I hope you like this recipe. I'm gonna show you a picture of how they look when I have plated them up for you. I put some parsley on top also, because it's the color is so much happier when you see it with some colors. So now I'm gonna plate it up and serve it with my sides. Okay, here is the result. The meatballs with the lovely cream gravy and some parsley on top. Some lingonberries, the pickles, and the potatoes. So this is what we are going to have for dinner today. I hope you will try this recipe and let me know down below what you thought about it and if it's as good or bad as the IKEA meatballs. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!